Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing on today? I am super duper excited. The one, the only, Lauren Lacey, guys, is back at the cafe and it is going down on today. It is live, hot off the press. Her new release, guys, it is called The Win and Play. First of all, y'all already know. Y'all already know how this book girly right here felt about the world around us. Okay, let's just say Lauren Lacey didn't miss, okay, with book two in this series. Of course, guys, you already know what to do. Like, tag, and share, okay? Tell a friend to come on down to the cafe because it is going down on today. We are talking about all things the winning play. And we have Lauren Lacey. She may spill a little bit of tea. I don't know how much she'll spill, but she will spill some tea on today. So if you haven't done so already, I'm going to tell you one more time, like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And of course, while you guys are doing that, my friend Lauren Lacey, y'all ready for this, guys? Introduce yourself to the people, friend.
Hi, everyone. I'm Lauren Lacey. I am a romance author, but you know what? I am actually sitting in my comfort spot of being a blend between like women's fiction and romance. And so that's what I really enjoy. But I like telling stories about women going on journeys and winning and, being triumphant after a lot of different struggles. And that's what the winning play is about.
Lauren, okay, See, y'all, I'm trying to take it in stages with this book because Lauren, oh my goodness, with your books, I love that you give us, we don't get a complete story. We're going to get a complete story. I like how you kind of like back it up. You take us to kind of like the beginning, how it started. You pull back the layers, all of that good stuff. Y'all, Lauren Lacey, if you have not read her, let me tell you, she is going to give you a full story, okay? And her stories is, yes, indeedy, sweetie. They are all the feels, okay? This book, Lauren, yes. I was talking to the characters. Okay. I was having conversations. Okay, y'all. Lauren and I behind the scene, we were having a little bit of conversation. I was telling her, I was like, Lauren, listen. Okay. I'm not a violent person. I'm not. Okay. Y'all, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna need you to go read the book if you haven't read it already. Thank you guys so much for joining us on today. If you are tuning in, we are hanging out with the one and only Lauren Lacey, guys. We are talking about this book that's hot off the press. Okay, it is called The Winning Play. And one thing, let me just tell you guys this: it is a part of the series, but however. If you are just picking up The Win and Play and you have not read the World Around Us, okay, first of all, I'll go read it, but you don't have to read them in order. You will not be lost. Lauren writes it in a way that, there are characters and things that happen in the world around us, and she'll kind of, you'll get little hints of those pieces, or they'll make appearances, but you will not be lost with The Winning Play. Now, Lauren, first off, let's talk about this title, my friend. We're going to talk about the cover a little bit, but let's talk about this title because it's kind of dual meaning, you know what I'm saying? But The Winning Play, tell us about that. Was it your original working title or did it come later?
It definitely came later. Yeah, I think it came in the middle to end of me writing it. I had two different titles. I was going back and forth, but I really have to just like feel it and see where the story is going. And so it was less about the romance and it was more about her. And it was about her journey and betting on herself and realizing that she was always the prize. And so, it just really fit too, because with him, life was fine. But, for him, but when he met her, everything changed. And so he just felt like, she's a part of my life. And so for him, she was definitely his winning play. And for her, it was a mix of everything. It was herself. It was the family that she was able to build around her. And so, yeah, it just really fit.
Y'all, let me tell you, The Win and Play, yes, it does fit. I see Natasha Crawford has joined us. I see Marilyn McDonald has joined us. There are some others. Letitia has joined us, Letitia Ballard. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We have Raylan Weathersby joining us on today. Guys, thank you so much. As you can see, I am super duper excited about this book. Like when you invested in a series, and I remember when she did like her cover reveal, y'all, I was already on the edge of my seat. I was like, count me in. Count this book girly in. And Lauren, let me just tell you off the bat, and y'all feel free to chime in the comment section. Honey, you did your good writing, okay? You did your good writing with this one. I was just there. This book is an all-around good book. Now, and I love your balance because there are some emotional stuff in here. There for some people, there may be some trigger warnings that you may need to know up front. There are some moments where, I had to take a breath. Like, there was some moments where I was really like, oh no, he didn't. Like, oh my goodness, like really, oh, it's going down. Like, oh, it's going down like that. And so put in the comment section, what were some of your reactions to the winning play? But Lauren, again, let me tell you, you be giving us the covers, honey. Tell us about the cover for the winning play. And you see, Lauren, I got on my purple. I did a little purple, a little splash of purple. Girl, can you see it? Can you see it?
Yes, I love it. You know what? I always try to start off cutesy and have this cutesy cover, but then the story, it hits a little hard. It can get a little heavy. So it's always like,
listen. Say it again for the people in the back. Do not let that cover fool you, okay?
Yeah, but you know what? I just really, the thing about Lottie and Bash is like some people connect intellectually, some people connect emotionally, but for them, they had a very physical connection. And it was a sexual connection, but it was a connection where she felt safe. And so for them, I felt like the cover reflected that from where she was and like where she came from. Yes, read that author note, people. But she I just felt like she and Bash just had this really strong physical chemistry, and their chemistry really evolved to something like pure and long lasting.
Yeah. And oh my goodness, Lord, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go, or what have you. But one of the things that I really enjoyed was the friendship that they created. And y'all, let me just tell you, the meet cute, y'all know I am a meet cute girly. The meet cute was meet cute, and okay. I absolutely love the meet cute. Tell me a little bit about that. What was that like for Lauren to flesh that meet cute out?
I really wanted it to be, I wanted her to feel like her age, because I feel like she was forced into a life that was just beyond her. Didn't have any choice and decisions. And so when she got to meet someone who she didn't know who he was at this time, it felt light. It was, she's just looking up, trying to look at her classes, and then he's like, oh, I can help you out. And she's like, oh, it's like, he's like, what's your professor? And she answers. And so I thought that she needed something a little bit more.
Was hilarious. And she was like, oh, and then she had to clean it up, y'all. You got to read the book to find out what her answer was as well. And Lauren, oh my goodness, even starting out with the meet cute and the way that they met, or what have you, I absolutely love that. And I loved how your characters, and you guys feel free to chime in the comment section if you have a question or two, put that in the comment section. Y'all know we like to be interactive here, but I love how your characters, when I say they show up on the page, they show up on the page. And in addition to them showing up on the page, y'all, you literally have an emotional connection, emotional bonding with these characters that, I feel like I would move mountains for Lottie. I was team Bash all the way. And y'all, okay, Lauren, we got to talk about this. And the swoon. Now, let me just, for the people out there, it is spicy, okay? It's off the hot tamale train. I will tell you that, okay? It is spicy. So for those that, it's spicy. I'm going to go ahead and put that out there. But Lauren, oh my goodness, the way that these characters show up on the page, the swoon, Bash, there is one scene where Bash brought the swoon. Oh my goodness, when she felt safe And when she was kind of having her thoughts and she said what she said, I mean, literally, I was like, swoon. I was like, oh my goodness. And I'll go a little further. You know, I won't spill too much of the tea, but y'all, she felt so safe. When I say it was like the ugly cry, like the ugly cry, not like the ugly cry. But when he made her feel safe, even in that, oh, I was swooning. I was like, come on, Bash, come on. I mean, you know, he was wiping. Anyway, I mean, I wish I could just find that and just read that little snippet. I was like swooning. I know, y'all. I'm extra. I'm nerdy, but it's the little small things. And again, there were other things that happened where he made her feel safe too. And I was like swoon. I mean, one of them is like closer to the beginning, and there were some things that could have happened, but all that happened was they was chilling watching a thriller flick.
Yes.
Listen, then he let her rest and he just watched her sleep. Okay, anyway, I'm some tea, okay? I needed y'all to go read the book. But Lauren, just hearing those two things that was like non-physical, but they were swoon worthy. Tell us a little bit about that.
I thought that was important because for Lottie, she's someone that has always been sexualized and she was used as a pawn in so many ways. And so to have someone that she can call a friend and who doesn't see her that way, you know, that's just an added bonus, but he sees the person that she is. And, you know, she deserved that.
Yes.
So I always wanted to make sure that no matter where they were in their journey, that their friendship was always intact. Like he rode hard for Lottie, even when she was a little unhinged and acting crazy. Like their friends were like, "You let her get away with anything," and he's like, "Yes."
Oh my goodness. And Lauren, there are so many. I mean, there's even a moment in the book, and you know, you can share a little bit about this scene too, and then we'll kind of talk about some of the characters and stuff like that. We'll kind of go in a little bit in depth. I do want to share this. Raylan said that she loved how he had a backstory as well and the depth of his character. Raylan, I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. Tell us a little bit about that, Raylan. I'm sorry, Lauren. Tell us a little bit about that and the depth of your characters.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that character development, especially when I tend to write characters where you see them journey along their lives over years, really. I think they started off at age 21 and we ended at age 32, 33 years old. So I wanted to make sure that you see that progression, but you also see where they came from. And then for Bash, you know, you get a little bit in the first book about him, his personality. He's kind of short, but you know that he lost his mom. But you see this relationship that he has with his stepmom, Governor Terry, who is a character within herself. But you kind of see how his personality has developed and why he's so protective. And you know, he has his own issues with OCD, and he is very hyper focused on people. And for him, Lottie is his hyper focus, and she's also his normal. She became his normal. So when she's not in his life, it seems like things are out of whack. And it gets to a point where he's like, she's going through some things. I got to move on. And even when he's moved on, he's fully not there. He feels incomplete.
Oh my goodness. Guys, if you are just joining us, as you can see, I am super duper excited. First of all, it's Lauren Lacey. Lauren Lacey is hanging out with us here at the cafe, guys. We are talking about her hot off the press new release, The Winning Play. It is available now, guys. It's available in ebook. It's available in print. If I'm not mistaken, Lauren, it's available in print and ebook. Correct me if I'm wrong. And we will be sharing with you how you can get your hands on a copy of it. And Raylan says she makes you love the villain who isn't really a villain because his mama, I wanted to fight, but I like my girl Sherry. Now laugh out loud. Y'all listen, we trying to give y'all the tea. If you have not read The Winning Play, first of all, what you waiting for? What are you waiting for? I need you to push it up on your TBR. It's a dear. It is a absolutely drop everything and read. It's the new release from Lauren Lacey, The Winning Play. It's getting, of course, if you have a question or a comment, put it in the comment section. We would love to include you as well. Now, Lauren, let's do a little bit about the origin of this story, a little bit of the inspiration for this story to kind of give the people a little more about it. And so I want for you to think back when this story first came to you. What was that first spark for Lauren Lacey that said, The Winning Play is that story that you need to write? What was that spark that told you that?
Ooh, that's a good question. I I wanted to write a story with characters who were
Mm.
flawed. Um, a lot of times in romance books, people have to be perfect. The man has to be perfect. He has to be like this, or the female, she can't do any wrong. But I wanted to write something where I felt a little bit like the characters were more human and that they went through emotions and that they made mistakes. And sometimes they were just made really bad mistakes because I felt like I could relate to that. And so that's when it really hit me that Lottie is that character of a woman who is growing and learning and trying to redefine herself and trying to learn to love herself. And then for Bash, having a man with a personality who's just not just here for her,
Ooh.
but he's also growing and evolving
Yeah.
as well. And so having these layered characters was really important, and it was hard. Like I was like, let me make sure I do this right, because there are moments in the book where, as you said, you had to pause and take a break. Like it
Mm.
hurts, and I would be crying while writing it,
Wow.
but then 5 minutes later, I'll be laughing at something. But having these characters that take you through emotions, real life emotions, I thought was important, and I thought that this book was something that I wanted to portray that.
I love that. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I want to ask you this, okay? And this is going to be about the characters again. We're still with Sebastian and Lottie, but spill a little tea. Who came first? Was it Lottie's character? Was it Sebastian? Or did the duo? Did they come together as a pair to you from the beginning?
They came together as a pair.
Oh,
So in the world around us, they are actually both
yeah.
in there. I didn't know how I wanted their story to be, but in the first book, Mace and Tiffany, they were at like an auction. And he made Tiffany jealous when there was a mysterious lady voting, saying, "Oh, I'll take him. I want him." That was Lottie. And then, she was like, when she met Tiffany, she was like, "I have another boom brother to go wrangle." And it was Bash. And Bash was like, "She's mine." So I knew that they were going to be together in book one. I just didn't know how their story
Oh
was going
my
to turn.
goodness! I love it for you to even bring that back. It comes. I'm like, yeah, I remember that. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, guys! If you are joining us, let me just tell you. Go ahead and grab your cup of tea, okay? Because we are hanging out with Lauren London. I'm Lauren. Let me get my words right. I'm so excited, Lauren Lacey. We're hanging out with her today, guys, and it is the Winning Play. And child, let me tell you, you guys, this book is just, it's all the feels, okay? It is all the feels. And Lauren, one of the things that I want to talk about with you, because this book blends a lot. There's a lot of different tropes going on. There's the sports, there's trauma, there's desire, there's healing in this book. But for you, what was it like for you to kind of bring all of those things together? Because those are a lot of emotions. Those are a lot of it's a lot of things that are going on. But what was it for you to kind of make that and create that balance in this world for the Winning Play?
Oh, it was nerve-wracking. It was a lot of hesitation, a lot of second guessing
Mm.
myself. Like, is this something that I want to put out? Will people be able to connect with these characters
Mm.
who, they aren't consistent. They can be morally gray at times.
Ooh.
All of these things. It's like, will this connect with readers, and will this connect with my Black female reader base? And
Mm.
so but it was my truth in the story that I
Mhm.
wrote, and I was like, I'm going to release it after some encouraging, because I was I was not going to do it.
Wow. Now,
Yes, because I was just nervous. For romance, people like fluffy, and they like lighthearted, and they like perfection, and this was everything messy and drama.
okay, now Lauren, You mentioned something, and you got to touch on it a little bit. We got to give the people a little bit of tea. Uh, because, yes, there are some morally gray areas in this book. Y'all, whew, there are some morally gray areas. But how did you do that balance? What was that song and dance for you?
Um, I think it was really looking at my scenes and the structure of the story that I was building to say, like, okay, this scene or this chapter is going to have these characters in it. I knew that I was going to have to balance it out because that was going to be a lot. It was going to be a lot to take in after reading specific scenes or chapters, especially when it has the characters like the villain or even the questionable characters like the mom or her cleanup lady Callie. So you have to, because the goal for me was to be able to take some of these characters where you were side-eyeing, and then by the end of the story you're like, okay, I'm with y'all, I like them. So it was a lot, but I had to kind of balance where I place people and what type of conversations to have throughout the story.
Gotcha. Now let's backtrack a little bit because I want to give the people a little bit about the oh, Carolyn said morally gray, interesting. Carolyn, the morally gray areas in this book, they are interesting indeed. Okay, they are interesting indeed. But let's think about this. When you think about the relationship that's, of course, friendship, relationship, and intimacy, all this stuff when it comes to Sebastian, or Bash as we call him in the book, as well as Lottie, aka Charlotte. And guys, they're actually okay. This is where I want to go with that. Let's go back first. Can you tell us a little bit about Charlotte? And then press pause. Can you tell us a little bit about Lottie? One and the same,
Yes.
but different characters. Does that make sense?
Yes,
I'm trying to give the people some tea. Okay, it's one person,
yes,
two different people, really. But what can you tell us about
yes.
Charlotte, the character, and Lottie, the character?
Yes, I think for Lottie, for Charlotte is delicate. She wants to be loved. She wants to be accepted, and she wants to receive what she always seems to give back. What she gives out, and so she self-sacrifices herself. She is always just loving the people who even don't deserve to be loved. And that's who Charlotte is, because she's very loyal. She believes that family is everything. And then you have Lottie. Lottie is tough. Lottie is that shield that was created to protect Charlotte from being let down. Yes, Lottie is definitely Charlotte's protector from being let down and from being hurt so much in the past. And so she navigates this life trying to have these dual identities of still trying to be a woman and still trying to be loved and feel worthy, but then also still trying to survive. And Lottie helps her survive. And I think that Lottie helps her become Charlotte. The woman who ultimately wins.
Wow. Now, Lauren, okay, we gonna go a little deep here, okay? And you wrote something in the book. You wrote that calm doesn't mean safe. What does safety look like for some of these characters? And you can pick which one you wanna talk a little bit about that with. And how does that shift?
Yeah, I think for Bash, he lived a very privileged life. He comes from money, he comes from stability. He can have infinite paths and still be completely fine and complacent. But he didn't know that there was another level to it. He never experienced the excitement and the unpredictability of life until he met Lottie. And so everything was calm and fine. But when Lottie came in, she was like a storm. And it was always something. He felt like he had another purpose aside from playing basketball, aside from getting his degree and all of these other things that were expected of him. So while he had a good life, with Lottie, he had a great life. And even though it came with trials and tribulations, it was better than anything that he had before.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Now, Lauren, okay, because I know they're on the edge of their seats. Wanted to know a little bit about these characters. So I want you to answer this one. Which character in the book was the most interesting for Lauren Lacey to write? Borderline fun. And then on the flip side, which character was just a little more complex? And at moments, even Lauren Lacey had to take a pause. So, kind of a two-part question for you.
Yes. I think the fun character, the one I really enjoy writing, and he was one of the friends, was Marcus.
Right.
Um, I, I enjoyed Marcus. I felt like he was such a kind-hearted
Oh,
person, and he had some humor, and he kind of was that friend in the group where he added a little bit of lightheartedness, which was crazy because we know who his father
really?
was.
Yeah.
And so he was just the exact opposite of who he came
Woo.
from. And I thought that was something so beautiful about
Oh,
Marcus
my goodness.
that yeah, just really. And then I think the person that was really complex to write, and it's actually, I would say, two people, was Lottie and Bash's mom, Governor Carter, or Governor
Really?
Sherry.
I can see like, but
Yes,
wow. Okay.
I would say, because as Sherry mentioned, that she saw a lot of herself in Lottie. Sherry is complicated because you would like think that she's for the people and she does all these great things, but at the same time she does a lot of bad things as well.
Listen.
And so yeah, it's like you're a superhero and a villain at the same time. And picking and choosing when she has her soft moments, I think, was very complicated for me to do with Sherry. But she opened up to Lottie, and Lottie actually ended up seeing her as a mother figure,
Ooh.
and we saw how her relationship was with her mother, which was very hot and cold.
Mhm.
So and then Lottie was difficult because Lottie was everywhere. Like
Woo.
Lottie she just didn't find her place in life until
Yeah.
later on. And still, I was so glad she had some crash out moments, but I was glad that her family was established
Yeah.
then. And they were there to take care of her, and they were there to say, girl, get it
Listen,
together.
and even there were moments, y'all, where Lottie and Charlotte had to code switch like in with the blink of an eye. I don't know if y'all caught that. Those ever read it, but it was like 1 minute she was Charlotte, she closed her eyes, honey, and she was like, I mean, literally, sometimes it was just that fast that she had to do a little code switching, depending on where she was. And again,
Yes.
even with that, there was some moments where it was just like, wow, like gut wrenching, pulling at your heartstrings. There are jaw dropping wow factor moments in this book. But I love Marilyn's question. And of course, Lauren, if you can share as much as you can share and spill as much tea as you can without any spoilers. But she said, what was most important for you to protect about Lottie's character while writing her journey? I know that. I'm
Ooh.
like, wow, great question, Marilyn. I'm like, wow.
I wanted Lottie to grow, but I didn't want her to change like who she was at her core.
Ooh.
Like, she remained till the end. She remained, Lottie, you don't know what she's going to do. She was still unpredictable, but she wasn't
Yeah.
erratic. She was still emotional and high strung, but she wasn't making wild, crazy decisions. She was more even and calm. So I wanted to keep who she was, but I wanted her to learn from her mistakes, and I wanted her to make better decisions. But I also wanted her to go from seeking revenge to being okay with justice.
Mm.
And so I think too, when a lot of people, they would either be happy or felt like justice was served, or they wanted a little more. And so for me, I wanted for Lottie to have that justice served because she was so filled with rage and hate and revenge for something.
Wow. Thank you for that. And Marilyn, that was a great question, my friend. Okay. Now, Lauren, of course, we're going to play a little this or that, my friend, but it is this or that, the win and play edition. Okay. So, first up, this or that, perfection or passion? Perfection or passion?
Passion.
Ooh. Okay. On court tension or off court vulnerability?
Ooh, off court
Ooh. Okay.
vulnerability.
All right. This is the next one, Lauren. Calm or spark? Calm or spark?
Spark.
Okay.
Spark.
Guarded heart or open book? Guarded heart or open book?
Mm, I think guarded
Okay.
heart. I like chiseling away at
Okay.
that.
All right. This is a good one. Legacy or freedom?
Ooh, I would say freedom.
Okay. Okay.
Freedom. Yeah.
Choosing yourself or choosing love?
Choosing
Okay.
yourself, because I think that then you can find love, a stronger, safer love that way by
I
choosing
love
yourself
it. I
first.
love it. Okay. Next up, you ready? Heart over head or head over heart?
Whew. Uh, Charlotte would say head over heart. Lottie would say heart over head. I'm gonna go with heart over
Love
head.
it. I love that answer. And speaking of that, we're going to talk a little bit about, I'm going to give you like a one line or a phrase.
Mhm.
And I want you to give me a quick character, first thing that comes to your mind. Okay.
Okay.
Sebastian in one word.
Ooh,
Ooh,
protector.
Lottie
Yes.
in one word.
Oh gosh. Can it be two
Sure.
words?
Hey, give us two.
uh, Soul sister.
Okay. Think about the characters. Who breaks the silence first? Who breaks the silence first?
Mm,
When you think about the characters in this book, who breaks the silence first? Okay.
Bash.
All
Bash.
right. You ready
Yeah.
for this one?
There. Yeah.
Who
Mhm.
loves harder?
I would say, oh gosh, I don't know. I would say
Okay.
Bash.
Okay. All right. You
Yeah,
ready for
I
this
would say
one?
Bash.
Who
Yes.
runs first? Okay.
Lottie.
Okay. Okay. Now I want you to give me one word, first word that come to your mind. The
Okay.
most heartbreaking scene in one word.
Mm, oh my God. Oh, just pain.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
just pain.
Lauren, I felt it, honey. I felt it. Okay. In one word, a scene that surprised you. One word, a scene that surprised you.
Uh, oh gosh. Oh geez. Uh, Erratic.
Oh,
Just
okay.
erratic.
Oh, now this one is good. And we're going to switch it up a little bit because I want some details. A little bit, as much as you can spill. The
Okay.
scene that scared you to write.
Ooh. Ooh. Um, Crash.
Ooh, ooh.
Yeah.
Y'all read the book.
Car
Read the
crash.
book. Oh my goodness. Lauren and Lacey, the time goes by so fast, my friend. I have absolutely enjoyed you hanging out with us. Look, Lauren, I
Yes.
feel like you got to come back for Angela's Literary Tea because that's the hour-long book discussion. Because, oh my goodness, there is so much to unpack. But Lauren, this book is amazing, my friend. It is amazing, guys. I hope that you guys have enjoyed our conversation on today, talking about the winning play. And of course, guys, there is a giveaway. I'm going to allow Lauren Lacey to share with us what the giveaway is going to be on this evening. Lauren?
Yes, it will be a signed copy of the winning
Mhm.
play. And I'll also have a few goodies in there
Oh
as
my
well.
goodness,
But I'm
guys. I
super
love that. It is an autographed copy of the winning play. And there is some bookish swag that Lauren is going to throw in there as well. Of course, all you had to do to be included in the giveaway on tonight was to comment sometime throughout the broadcast on today. And when you comment, you are possibly can be one of the winners for tonight. And okay, Lauren. So I'm ready when you are, my friend. If you will tell me when to stop.
okay.
Okay. Okay.
Stop.
Jennifer Copeland, and she was like, "Hello, ladies." She's new to me. Jennifer, oh my goodness, my friend, you are in for a treat. Inbox me your information. I will get that over to Lauren Lacey, and she will get your goodies out, which is an autographed copy of the winning play. In addition to that, you will get some bookish swag as well. Lauren, it has just been amazing hanging out with you on today, talking about the winning play with you. And so, of course, please share with us how can we get our hands on a copy of the winning play?
Yes, you can actually order it from Amazon. You can I'll just pop up Lauren Lacey, the winning play. But I'm also going to be selling some paperbacks on my website because tomorrow is my authorversary. So I will be selling my books on my website for a couple of days. So if you wanted to purchase that and then get some bookish swag as well, then you can. But you can also find me on Instagram and you can DM me and ask me where to find my books and I'll let you know.
I love that. I love that. Thank you so much, Lauren. Guys, did you hear that? And did y'all catch that? Tomorrow, January 28th, is Lauren Lacey's book anniversary. I love that. Is it your book anniversary or your authorversary? Her anniversary, because there is a difference, guys. It's her anniversary. So, guys, let me just tell you, let's celebrate with her. All of that good stuff. Congratulations. Happy anniversary. Guys, we will be sharing with you in just a bit how you can stay connected with her. And we'll make sure that we put her information in the comment section to include her her website so you can go and check out her backlist. Because, guys, there is a backlist. If you have not read The World Around Us, y'all already know how I feel about The World Around Us. It is available. You can get you a copy of that. And of course, guys, you can get a copy of the winning play. Do me a favor, okay? Like, tag, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend about the winning play. In addition to telling them about it, guys, leave Lauren Lacey a review. I know that she will be so appreciative about you leaving her a review about the winning play. And tell a friend to tell a friend. Book clubs, let me just tell you, stop the press, okay? There is so much conversation about this book. And yes, it is book hangover worthy. Okay. Natasha Crawford, where you at? She's in my amen corner. This book right here. Okay. I'm going to need y'all to go get you some Lauren Lacey business and get you a copy of the winning play as well. And they are giving you love in the comment section. Carolyn is saying happy authorversary. There are some other Marilyn saying happy authorversary as well. So thank you guys so much. And Lauren, again, share with us, how can we stay connected, my friend?
Yes, I am on Instagram at the Lauren Lacey. So you can always DM me and just chat it up, especially when the characters are stressing you out, because you will be. So definitely hit me up. But I'm pretty much an open book.
I love that. And guys, I'm telling you, book buddies. Yeah, you probably want to read it with somebody because in case you can't get in contact with Lauren Lacey, you're gonna need to talk to somebody, okay? You're gonna need a friend. You're going to need that friend, okay, to talk about this one as well. Lauren, and thank you so much for joining us, my friend. And of course, if you can tell us one more time, what is your website as well, one, so they can go check out your backlist. Is there a newsletter that they can sign up for as well?
Yes, absolutely. You can subscribe via the link in my bio on Instagram or on my website, authorlaurenlacey.com, and you can also purchase from there as well.
I love that. I love that. Well, thank you so much, my friend. Please know that the doors are open at the cafe. We have had an amazing time, guys, hanging out with Lauren Lacey on today. And of course, guys, we are going to allow Lauren Lacey to have the last words of what she wants to tell the people tonight about the winning play.
This is definitely a redemption story. It is a journey about a woman who based on her experience didn't feel like she deserved love, and as she evolves and grows, she receives love from so many different people. And it's beautiful, it's hard, it's harsh at times, but it's worth it, and she deserves all the happiness in the end.
I love that. I love that, guys. Again, thank you so much for joining us on today. And Lauren Lacey hanging out with us, guys, talking about the winning play. It is live and in color, guys. It's available in ebook. It is available in print as well. Definitely, you can go to Lauren's website and get a copy. You can go to Amazon and get a copy as well. But I want you to do me a favor. Definitely make sure you leave a review for this one and tell a friend to tell a friend. That's our show on today, guys. We've had an amazing time hanging out with Lauren Lacey. And as we always say here at the cafe, have an amazing day because we're having an amazing day. And until next time, we will see you here at the cafe. Go get you a copy of The Win and Play. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.